Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. I hope you all had a great weekend, and we are here on a Monday to start a brand new week in Raid. And I'm a little bit surprised, kind of, that there hasn't been anything more exciting going on. I think that this week perhaps could be a week of basically solidifying and starting to hoard resources for some of the big upcoming things. This is the last week of February. And so next week we will be entering March, which is known as the anniversary month, which is going to be a lot of things coming hard and fast. There's going to be a new March fusion. There very well could be some sort of Titan event that's lined up in there. We could have brand new if they decide to release the Argonites in March as well. So I want to be as prepared as physically possible. And usually that involves keeping on to my resources and making sure that I have enough for things and events that are coming soon, right? And that is a lot of different things, but we're going to talk about that and more. And also the timing, because I want to take a look at 2024's Armand's and 2025's Fabian, and my friend Bose Gorilla has put a really nice chart together to kind of explain some of the events that happen. Now, before we get started with that, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Thol and Falbeard absolutely free. And these three amazing epics, we have Allure, we have Rector Drath, and we have Ruella at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. Also, don't forget that you can get yourself another Void Legendary Champion by the name of Tuhanarak. And all you gotta do is put in the promo code Desert Queen within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. Okay, so what's going on right now or this week? We actually have a Prism Soulstone event that's going on for the next 5 days. There's a bunch of characters that you can see above me. Normally, I would consider biting on something if I had most of these characters, but out of all of these, I only have Cheshire Cat, Hegemon, or whatever, Calvalax, and that's it. So if you have any, I mean, I have these epics, of course, but legendary wise, if you have the vast majority of these, might be a good time to consider that for the clan versus clan that's starting tomorrow, although it's not a personal CVC. As far as other events going on, well, if you're still needing to finish your Noldua stuff, I think there's 1 day left. There's a Gear Hunter starting tomorrow, but again, only giving relic materials. And then for the tournaments, there's a few: Tag Arena Tournament, Ice Golem Turn Attack, and the Basim Champion Training that I'm not doing. Right, I haven't even bothered. I'm not touching it. I'm just holding everything until next week, I guess, unless something happens by Thursday or Friday. In which case, again, something to start hoarding for now. I did finish the Gear Ascension tournament just in case to start stacking up more of these Immortal Soul Stones for a potential deck of fates. But anyways, it does seem pretty bland as far as events go, because even if you look at the calendar, I don't even know if it actually shows anything past the Gear Hunters event, right? Which is going to be running until Friday. So there's some of these tag these tournaments are running until Thursday. So there's a possibility that maybe there's going to be something else dropping on Thursday, Friday, because Fridays are usually when the summoning events happen, right? Whether it's a champion chase or a summon rush. So I don't know, but if there's a fusion, more often than not, you get one of these pre-fusion events, right? Usually they last 4 days, and that kind of tells you that the fusion is imminent. And I guess in this case, they're not going directly back to back to back with the fusion event. And so whether or not there's something bigger, or not bigger, but I guess alternatively, we'll see, right? If they do drop a Titan event for a Titan event for Red Stars, or a character, maybe like an Edward, which I mentioned on the weekend, we'll have to see. But I wanted to bring up this. Where's the picture? This picture here. And this was done. It's a little bit of a chart done by Bose Gorilla. Now, I'm going to take down the QR code just so you can see the full. I might zoom in a little bit. So on the top, we have Assassin's Creed right now. And it's basically like a timeline during these periods of time. What else big did they run during this? We also have Armand's 24, Fabian 25, and TMNT, which is like behind my head here. So this was some of the different things that ran during this period of time. So right now with Assassin's Creed, what's interesting to note actually is that we have the event dungeon ending in a week. So this 8 days actually. So this is going to end next Tuesday on March the 3rd. I think about a month before the actual collab is ending. So I find that a bit strange as well. I don't know if they did the same thing in the TMNT or not, though, or if it just kept running for the entire thing. We have the Noldua fusion event ending, but let's just kind of jump back to Armand's 24, which was a hybrid fusion event. Also, Fabian was a traditional fusion event. Now, we just got on the backs of a fragment fusion, so one of these two are going to happen for the March event, right? So get prepared early if you need to, if you need to farm any fusion materials. And this is going to be typically actually Void Keep. So I guess we're about a day late on this one, but this coming Sunday, if you need to farm any of the tier 1 potions for Void, make sure you do that on Sunday, because when it comes to a traditional fusion where you get a bunch of rares, you do need to ascend those characters up, and they almost always, I think, are Void rares that are fusing up to epics of other colors. So if you're in need of any ascension potions or anything like this, just make sure you look at how much you have and prepare accordingly for that, for what might be coming, which is going to be an actual fusion, an actual real one where you have to fuse and ascend characters. So just be aware of that. As far as other things, during the Armand's period of time, we had a summon rush first, we had a champion chase second. There was also a Hero's Path event during this time as well, which is interesting to note, and another summon rush event throughout the Armand's period. There was also a Festival Titan event during the Armand's period with a deck of fates. So this was quite surprising, because they not only had a Hero's Path and a deck of fates. That's a double whammy there during the Armand's anniversary period of times. For Fabian, there was a summon rush and a champion chase and a deck of fates which I actually did, which was a guaranteed unlock for Khan the Branch Breaker, who I don't actually use that much, although some people said he's okay. I think mine's down here. Yeah, Khan Branch Breaker. So this had Void Legendary, by the way, which happened last March. So I did end up completing this, and I got him unlocked through that. So between the two of them, it looks like there could be some additional events that are coming in March as well. And again, we have the Argonite's mystery that we don't know when they're going to drop the additional champions for that. There could be a whole slew of champions related to the Argonites, whether it's in March or April, I'm not sure. That's kind of what I've heard from some of the other videos back around the New Year time. I thought that they said that that's when they were going to drop these kinds of things. So that's kind of important to note. Also, in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle period of time, we had the April Titan event, right? So that was a character for a Titan event. We had a Raphael deck of fates, and we had a Hero's Path for Leo, and I guess and the Donatello fusion, right? So Donnie fusion, there's 5 characters total, right? Donnie fusion, Mikey was free, Leo was a Path event, Raph was a deck of fates, and April was a Titan event. So all tons of different, the usual suspect events, I guess, which would be like Titan, deck of fates, and a Path, as far as what could be character unlocks. So lots of stuff there. And as far as that was the Maria fusion, but he doesn't have, I don't think, the stuff related. Leo's Path was down here, actually, but we don't have the Donatello events listed in here. But once again, it's really important to note that we're in the Assassin's Creed period of time, and things are going to be happening a lot in March. And my concern is for March, a little bit, is kind of the things that are going to be running simultaneously, potentially, right? We still have an Edward Kenway event missing. Because they've done the Basim event, I am assuming that the rest of them are going to have guaranteed events like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just because they've already just done a guaranteed for Basim. So I got to assume the rest of them are also going to be having a guaranteed event. So Edward's missing, and then we still have the Bayek event, whatever that's going to be. And I am really I have said this in many videos now, that I am saving absolutely for Bayek. I think he's going to be one of the best characters of the Assassin's Creed collabs. I love everything that he does when it comes to Hydra, and that's where I need to make the most progress. So that's what I'm going to be saving and waiting for. But at the same time, we don't know. Who knows? Are they going to drop more Argonites, right? That's a big kind of cloud, I suppose, over. We don't know when this is going to happen. I don't think that the March fusion is going to be another Argonite, but they could drop other characters in the patches ahead that are related to this, and so that's still important to watch out for as well. And I want to have as much resources as possible going into March. Now, this can be as easy as even starting to save up and oh, my game cut off the top screen. Your energy, right? You could start stacking up some energy, like some of the stuff that you get from your from your daily or from your advanced quests, from your potions, all this extra energy, you can start to stack this up for something big. Because if there's nothing special going on right now, then you don't really need to bite into these like gear hunters and other standard events. You might as well just kind of like hold up that energy until something bigger that makes you want to blow it for, which is typically going to be either for the Titan event or for Fusion event, right? Just hold on to that. That's the way you get a bit of a head start when you're doing this stuff later. Just do the bare minimum that you need to do every single day. Usually you get about 1,000 energy every single day. Not the case, I suppose, if you're hoarding over the maximum. But nonetheless, the only thing daily that I am doing right now is my Iron Twins Fortress. And I guess the campaign for the daily objective, whether it's however many you have to clear, like 60 energy sometimes or less. That's basically all I am doing right now for my objectives while I save and wait. I'm saving up my gems, which obviously is going to convert into energy at a later time. I'm saving up my silver for any future events. I have a lot of silver anyway, so I guess that's not a big problem. And above all else, I am saving my shards. Now, I did complete the summon rush that was required. Summon rush? Yeah, whatever was required for Null Duo on Friday. I almost forgot now. The path event. Sorry, my bad. I forgot it was the path event that of course, right? The Valentine's path event. And I do have yes, I understand. I have a lot of sacred shards. But for everyone else, keep in mind that mystery shards are amazing, especially for summon rush events. So don't discount these green shards, right? They will help, especially if you're a new player. You can combine green shards and blue shards, and you can pass a fusion if you have enough of this. Don't use your green shards other than your 3 daily summons for your daily objectives. Other than that, just make sure you hold on to everything else, and then we'll all be in a better position going into what's probably going to be either this weekend or next week's events, right? So all of this is very important. Make sure. And also, if sometimes you get energy, right? Which you can save and you can put into your inbox and save it for when you want. Usually that comes in the form of these, the freebie offer that you get every day. I've already claimed mine, but it does go directly into the inbox. And also, I think, not this. This doesn't go in directly, but there's lots of ways that you can actually kind of hold on to energy for the right time and when you're ready for these events. So the best thing that everyone can do right now, I think, in my opinion, is just to hold off. The clan versus clan that starts tomorrow is not that important. So honestly, me and my clan probably won't be doing a whole lot because it's not a personal CVC. So I honestly don't really care if I win or lose that personally. But hey, there's event dungeon bonuses, there's Fire Night bonuses, there's gear bonuses that I don't really care that much about. So yes, I think now is a good time to kind of both hoard and catch up on things that maybe you haven't been able to do lately. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a quiet first couple of days, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Now, before we go, of course, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Tholan Falbeard absolutely free. And these 3 amazing epics, we have Allure, we have Rector Drath, and we have Ruella at 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget to get this Void Legendary Champion by the name of Tuhanarak. Amazing character here. Just use the promo code Desert Queen within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me, everyone, and I'll see you all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.